Everybody knows I am. Everybody knows they exist. Everybody knows I am. We may think we know about God, but all we really know is our concepts of God. They could be mistaken, totally mistaken. We think we know the world and the universe, but what we really know is our ideas and our concepts of the world, which could be completely wrong. You may think you have a pretty good understanding of how the universe works, how the world works, the laws of physics, the laws of nature, the laws of science. But maybe in 10 years, in 100 years, those laws that you were so sure of are now found to be inaccurate and wrong. And knowledge is changing and evolving. Knowledge of Maya, knowledge of objects, scientific knowledge, it's evolving, it's changing. If it's good science, when the data changes, the theories will change to keep up with the new data that's coming. But we know I am. We may think we know about God. We may think we know about the world. But we could be mistaken about God. We could be mistaken about the world. We may think we know about meditation and about all these spiritual topics, the yogas, the chakras, all the various postures, the asanas, all that knowledge you have. We may be wrong. I'm not saying these things are worthless, by the way. I'm not saying science is worthless. I'm not saying spiritual knowledge is worthless. I'm not saying even concepts of God are worthless. I'm just saying these are things we cannot be sure about. What can we be sure about? This that we can be sure about is called the reality. It's called the self. What can you never doubt? You know, when you're having a dream, you may dream that you're a person who's got a 9-to-5 job, who's got a family, who's got a house, etc., etc. You may dream whatever it is you're dreaming, and in that dream you think it's all real. Only when you wake up do you realize, oh, this is all fiction. This was all fantasy. This was a dream. This was a projection of my subconscious mind. This was a projection of my mental tendencies, my vasanas, my conditioning. Similarly, what do we know now? This could be a dream. What do we know for sure? Bhagavan Ramana points out that which you know is yourself. You know you exist. This is called self-knowledge. You don't need to go anywhere for it. You don't need to do anything to obtain it. It is self-evident, self-knowledge, the knowledge inherent in us all, the knowledge I am. This seemingly insignificant knowledge seems so obvious and insignificant that we never bother to attend to it. We never bother to investigate it ordinarily. We're so busy investigating and attending, placing our attention onto other things, objects, other people, other things, all these objects. But if we just relax, we just relax and come back to that which we are, everything comes clear. This meeting, the purpose of this meeting, this satsang, is just to facilitate that. Coming back to what you are. Dissolving all ignorance in the reality, metaphorically speaking. Dissolving the false I, which is likened to a doll made out of salt, a salt doll. Dissolving the false I, the salt doll of ego, of ignorance, into the self, the oceanic self. It's just the metaphor. Now, along the way, we may have ups and downs along the way. There'll be times where our faith is strong. There'll be times when we're very motivated and very earnest in our spiritual quest. And then maybe other times where we're confused or we're demotivated, where our faith is low. This is normal. This is common. And this group is here to help you through that. Both the satsang, which is what we're currently doing now, and the after satsang, which is after this meeting is over. As you know, as most of you know, you're very welcome to stick around and talk to each other, get to know each other, listen to each other, non-judgmentally listen, not impose your views on others, but to share and be there for each other, support each other, connect with each other, help each other. Lessen the isolation that can be sometimes part of some people's spiritual journey, many people's spiritual journey. This is what this satsang and after satsang group is here for. Why? Just to discover yourself, to remove all suffering. The nature of your self is unending happiness, unending bliss, unbroken peace. It is the source, the origin, the metaphorical place from which all this arises, all the manifestation arises. It is the truth of Ramana and his teachings. He is one with us in our hearts. So if we devote ourselves to Ramana, even if we devote ourselves to him, and we conceive of him as an object, he will, through his power, which is the power of the self, power of source, but he will, through his power, take us back to ourselves.